Hello out there, YouTube community. JR's Live Journals here, and I'm playing my PlayStation 5 on this channel once again. And, yeah, I had my birthday vlog a few days ago, so, I think, you know what, today in the meantime, I think one thing I think I'm gonna do is, gonna play, a real PlayStation and PC game gem, and it's a Star Wars game. Oh boy, you gotta love Star Wars, but even if you don't like it, I guess I understand that too. But nonetheless, I mean, Star Wars has had tons of games over the years. It's a valuable franchise, and it's a wonderful fairy tale that takes place in the far reaches of space in a galaxy that may not even exist. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start with Rebel Assault 2, The Hidden Empire. I had this game several times on the PS1, and it seemed like every time I owned it, I always kept losing it over some incident. Either somebody in my life would accidentally break it, take it from me, not give it back, just all that. I never really had much luck with this game, but thanks to the fact that I downloaded this digitally the other day, you don't even need a PlayStation Plus account to play it. How about that? Factor. They're the same people that make the original Tomb Raider games. I've actually got that Tomb Raider collection on both PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. I actually bought that game on the Nintendo Switch the other day, so I'll have something to do when I go out. A lot of times when I play my Nintendo Switch, I usually play it when I go out so I don't get bored. Like during the week. Gives me something to do. Star Wars Rebel Assault. Yeah, we got Star Wars. Star Wars, yes, it's Star Wars, yeah. I actually heard Bill Murray did that years ago on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, this game actually came out like a year before like a lot of those other titles that we would later get. It seemed like, when Star Wars wanted to make a big comeback and find its footing again, it would do whatever it took, like in the 90s, to make sure it kind of got that. And this is like one of the steps it took. There's Star Wars Rebel Assault 1, but I've never even played that one to this day. But it's an extremely rare game, so it's probably not so surprising. Anybody who even knows of this part of the story of the expanded universe of Star Wars and who are familiar with the duo of Rookie One and Rue Malene, this is probably the one a lot, myself included, have pretty much only played. It's almost like we're watching a spin-off series that could even come on Disney Plus at some point. Yeah, because Darth Vader and the Emperor do not tolerate failure. Think about what it's going to have on him if you fail. Meet Admiral Sorn. Probably one of the most inept admirals ever. Probably not as inept as Admiral Ozzel, though. X-Wing fighters.
Sector's secure. Let's take one more pass and get back to base.
I hear you. Let's make it quick. I don't want to stay out here a second longer than necessary.
What's the matter, Till? Don't tell me a hotshot pilot like you's afraid of the dry time.
What a banter, even for some people in Star Wars. This game came out in the 90s, so you have to understand that they kind of took it to another level by then, too. So I can't believe even bantering like that would probably offend some people of this generation. I still had it on easy, yeah. Funny enough, even though I've beaten this game tons of times, even in one go, like in like an hour and a half or less, I still think that this game could be pretty damn hard on the harder modes. You can't even earn trophies on this. Well, anyway, we can just go on ahead and start from the beginning. I like Shadows of the Empire a little bit. The Drighton Triangle, yeah, and Rookie 1 and his, for now, colleague and drone squadron out there.
Can't make it out, Commander. Hailing vessel, repeat your message. We read you, but you're breaking up. Repeat.
It's Ross from Friends, David Schwimmer. What's he doing in Star Wars?
Stay sharp. Watch your scanners for Imperial vessels. Picking up a Wolfrat's nest of TIE fighters and pursuing 4-2 Mark III. They're headed our way. Copy that. Switch to attack mode. 229 Mark 4.
Yeah, as Rookie 1, you're always sitting back seat for most of this shit. Or Sith Spit, I should call it, in a galaxy far, far away. Oh yeah, 2 and 1. I just can't believe that I've already taken some damage though. Oh crap, it ran right into me. You TIE fighters even know how to fly. You guys act like you don't. You guys are flying that thing at full speed, it's like, man. You TIE pilots must have some sort of death wish. Well, 76% accuracy. I guess that's not too bad. Yeah, but I lost a lot of shield power, though. I don't even... Sometimes I think this game always had the worst controls, I kind of thought. Sometimes you don't even know, like, how to properly maneuver the ship, since this is kind of like more of a shooter than anything else. And you're, like, in a ship, and it's like... They'd rather you focus on the turret controls and stuff, but, you know, in terms of maneuvering the ship, that can't, you know, it's like kind of complex and vague. I mean, call me foolish for saying that, or that I'm not trying hard enough or nothing. It's just my own experience with this that I've always had with it. Luckily enough, I've beaten it plenty of times thanks to this easier mode, but if I ever gave this some more shots later in the future, I could possibly figure out how to gain the ropes when it comes to maneuvering the ship better, but sometimes no matter how much you try to turn it, though, it doesn't really turn enough depending on if you're in battle or not. Well, we've already crash landed on a Corellia star. I tell you, Rogue Squadron have sacrificed the greatest pilots and hot shots of all galaxy history. It's a shame. Even Biggs, Stravish, Krell, some of the greats in Rogue Squadron went down during the Galactic Civil Wars. Pretty amazing. That's like a star they're on, and yet it kind of seems like they're on a planet. It's got a sun, for crying out loud, and a sun is a star. Those bastards. That was unwise of you to peek out like that. It's all about patience, pretty much. Oh man, there was another one. I'm pretty sure I shot one of them down. Then again, I think that was probably a completely different stormtrooper. On that side, that better be the only one. Remember, I have a schedule. Pretty amazing. This game came out in 1925, and it's got live-action cutscenes footage. Not the only Star Wars game to do it. You know, even the Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith game on the Xbox and PS2 had that. I think it even came on the GameCube, and they had, like, kept in the live-action sequences from the movie, but the dialogue was slightly different due to not give any spoilers. A lot of people would even say that Episode 3 ruined the prequels, because people are, like, shitting on Episode 3 not long after it was out. I remember, like, people were, like, really, you know, peeved and disappointed on how, Darth Vader went, no! Like, they thought he could, like, do it better and stuff, but I thought it was pretty well executed myself. That's just me, though. If only Count Dooku could have gotten more time in the movies. Same with Mace Windu and a lot of the Jedi Council and, like, other people. I mean, for crying out loud, even though Darth Maul didn't have very many lines, I'm pretty sure he like, got more screen time than Count Dooku in terms of, like, appearing on the live-action screen. I mean, I'm and even, same for General Grievous. It's like, they both had, like, way more time than Dooku, and that's just kind of sad. Crap! But don't get me wrong or think me rude, but I think Darth Maul was a pretty badass character, though, and I even watched him in the Clone Wars. I've learned to appreciate him even more now. For crying out loud, he led a Mandalorian army and all that. Death Watch and shit, and he was actually even more of a threat to the Jedi in the Clone Wars than even what the Separatists were, kind of. Even Ahsoka kind of knew that, and she was thrown off the council for it. You were waiting for me to stop shooting, man. My words don't come out right sometimes. But luckily, I didn't die at that part. I was one hit away from doing so. I was trying to keep my damage minimal as possible, but I just couldn't do it yet again. But I'll chat and talk at the same time. I'm one of the biggest multitaskers in existence. Not to toot my own horn, but just something I've always kind of been capable of doing. It's a gift, I guess. Yes, you are. Admiral Sword is even more dead. At least you can maneuver the ship good in this area, but man, thanks to the somewhat lacking controls, though. Oh, whoa. You gotta, like, constantly be moving the D-pad or the control stick or whatever. It's like, man. Amazing on how sloppy the movement and interplay is when it comes to messing with all this stuff. I just earned an extra life. That's another thing that was pretty cool about it. I mean, very much like the Super Star Wars movies. I mean, Super Star Wars games, man. Words don't come out right sometimes, but anyway, yeah, like the Super Star Wars games, it's like you earn an extra life, you would hear R2-D2's voice for some nostalgia and nods. Yeah, pretty cool concept. Oh, man. You would think that I wouldn't even be earning that many points due to how much damage I've taken so far. Yeah, keeping some John Williams in here. He's one of the greatest composers of all entertainment history, after all. Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Jaws, Home Alone, Harry Potter. Wonder if John Williams ever got any like requests to compose any of the Star Trek movies or specials. Yeah, I know that people say all the time, you can't be in both Star Wars and Star Trek. Ah, the heck with those remarks. Anything's possible. Yeah, there's always a chance in everything, even if it's the slimmest. You will. Oh man, they're closing in on me. Oh, 50% accuracy, huh?
Your report, Admiral Sun. I trust the operation is proceeding as planned. Yes, Lord.
Half the time I can't help but get this is the same archive footage from Empire, like when like when General Veers is talking to him. What's
Then I look forward to witnessing our victory. Make way to Imdar Alpha. As you command.
he's gonna fail.
We have recovered the mission recorders from the Corellian cargo vessel. We can now replay the full distress message sent from its pilot during the attack. If you'll observe. We've discovered information that's vital to the Alliance. The Empire has a hidden mining whatever it is, Darth Vader intends to use it to destroy the Alliance. Hurry, Rebel Patrol, we haven't much time. They're boarding us.
Is it me, or is he kind of dressed like a Maquis recruit from Star Trek? You know, the Maquis, the like anti-Starfleet people, you know, who like decided to go against them. Star Trek Voyager, it's pretty amazing that, saying is the fact that Janeway got a promotion to Admiral and she didn't even get court-martialed because she did a lot of, like, negotiating with the races and stuff to, like, make their trip a lot faster and stuff. It's like, you would think by the time she got back to Earth, she would have been court-martialed rather than promoted to Admiral, or maybe even Chakotay could have put her in her place and then the whole crew goes Maquis on her.
Copy that, Ace. We're with you. I got it.
It's quiet. Too quiet. Be careful, it's a trap. Use bombs wisely. Yeah, Star Fox 64. Incoming message from Rob64. Location confirmed. Sending supplies. Oh man, I wish. You know, funny enough, this game doesn't even give you torpedoes or secondary ammo or anything in the ships or anything. It's like, man, it's a good game and all, but it's sometimes I think just the fact that the weapon arsenal is just so mediocre that all you have are blasters. Not to shit on this game. I think it's a really good game with a decent storyline. It's got all the cool elements of Star Wars and the Star Wars galaxy and everything. And even Rookie One's a pretty cool character. I mean, kind of like how what Dash Rendar was to Han Solo. That's kind of like what Rookie One is to Luke Skywalker. I was hoping to kind of save that comment for later, but I guess I just didn't know it was going to come about that soon. But yeah, I mean, you know, Rookie One, like Luke Skywalker, he's a farm boy, a hotshot pilot. Kind of like how, but that's just the thing, you know. I mean, I think kind of like how Dash Rendar was supposed to be a stand-in for Han Solo. I can't help but get the vibe that Rookie One was the same, but for Luke Skywalker. I mean that in a very good way too. I mean, they're both pretty interesting characters at the same time, just by being somewhat of a clone. Guess you could say Rookie One is what Luke could have been if he never even bothered becoming a Jedi or whatever. Maybe another what if scenario. I don't know if it's even been about but what if Luke never even met Obi-Wan? Like what would his life have been like? One possibility is he could have very much ended up like the hero of this game. This. Yeah, where's torpedoes when you need them? Oh, earned an extra life. How about that? So far, I've taken average damage. Oh man, our shields are becoming lower. Oh, what do you know? Oh yeah, 3. Not in a row exactly, but at least it's good to know that I took out 2 packs of ties in one go. Oh man, well, cutscene alert.
Thanks, Reese. Saved me from becoming space debris.
Just doing my job. Besides, I try not to litter.
Yeah, there's already enough space dust as it is, isn't there? Oh.
Got a read on a large structure on one of the asteroids ahead. It looks like some kind of word processing plant.
But it's bigger than anything I've ever seen before. I'm your laser turrets. Follow me.
We'll take out the cooling system. Without it, the reactor will go critical.
Hopefully after we've gotten out. We're in the transport corridor, so watch out for shuttles and cargo drones.
Copy that.
We're coming up on an exchange junction. Shoot out the shield generators and we'll take it up into the core.
Gotta take out those shields, and it seems like this just goes on and on and on until you take them all completely out. The other day, I had to repeat this multiple times. This is kind of like the part where the game starts getting more and more difficult to where you just want to, throw your hair out, or pull it all out and all that, and just go ape shit. We only have one more thing that's protecting that last one. All we need to do is just take it out and we can probably proceed here. Come on. Oh, man. I was just one more away, and then you had to pull me away. Oh, no! Man. Why so lingering? Oh, yeah. See, I knew it was just one of those. All I needed to do was take out one of them. Then give you the ability to proceed. But man, like I said, it can just go on and on. I mean, this game does have plenty of red flags, I know, but...
Floating debris. That includes us.
Easier said than done. Especially when you can't really maneuver the ship that good. I can kind of move the ship, but seems like you have more power over the target than you do the ship you're flying. Man, come on. Huh. Good thing I shot below. Always shoot on the bottom first. That's one thing I kind of learned over the years of playing this. Even I go some time without playing it, I would like always shooting the ones on top. You have to shoot the ones at the bottom in order to get past that. Yee-hoo! Old Lando would do.
Good shooting, team.
Yeah, Lando's probably out there drinking some Colt 45 while all this is happening.
Preparing for hyperspace. Transferring coordinates from the nav computer.
Analysis of these flight recordings has identified the attackers as modified B-38 assault fighters. These particular craft have a capability previously unheard of for ships their size, the ability to evade sensors and scanners, rendering them effectively invisible.
Bits about the Dragon Triangle made a perfect cover for their tests.
Obviously, with a fleet of such vessels, Darth Vader could devastate our forces with near impunity. The only question is where he'll make his next move. For weeks, our intelligence has reported unusually high levels of Imperial fleet activity here, in the vicinity of the planet Imdar and its moon. The command ship Terror is en route to Imdar, will likely deploy a full wing of the Phantom B-38s. We have, however, a plan to stop them. A pilot has volunteered to rendezvous with our agent on the planet's surface. The two of them will infiltrate the planetary supply base, board the Terror, and retrieve one of the Phantom ships for study. Hopefully, countermeasures can be found before it's too late. Rookie One, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Good. Report to Ops. May the Force be with you.
Begin when ready.
Okay, pay attention, kid. This is Admiral Crane.
Due to the importance of this mission, I'm training you myself.
Stay alert.
I copy. Just like back home. Get a cop cover, kid. You're doing okay, but you're not a fancy X-wing fighter anymore. These are standard class Imperial TIE fighters. There's a reason why we don't capture too many of these intact. They don't have shields, so they can't take much abuse.
You're gonna make it through, okay, pal? Keep like the Imperial buckethead. Just follow my lead and do as I say. Now keep on here.
Can't even use the pilot view for this part of the game. At least you have more control over the ship at this part. No. Maybe not that much more. Woo, woo, woo. I am one with the universe. As Chris Farley's character Haru said in Beverly Hills Ninja, I am one with the universe. I am one with the universe. Or in this case, I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me, like that guy said on Rogue One. I think I did kind of put a little bit of a mundane vibe on a Star Wars character, that let alone a Force wielder. Kind of reminded me of one of those characters from those old movies from like back in the day, you know, like those Cantonese kung fu movies. A lot of those are pretty good classics, you know, especially the ones from Shaw Brothers. The Flying Guillotine 1, 2, and 3. And then there's Shaolin Mantis. Five Deadly Venoms. Love the way the El Rey Network, back when it was a channel, used to show those, and they were like in highest format and all that. Thanks to my rambling, I died. Why the hell do I have to start all over, though? I thought I reached a checkpoint. Spinning was probably not the best idea. What is? Am I getting my pilot license again? Is what I'd be thinking if I really were rookie one here. Realistically, if this was pilot's ed, I'd be failing big time. But if I were in a real case scenario, I'd be more determined to make sure I piloted. I almost got my driver's license back in 2008, and gosh, the situation I was in just derailed it. That reminds me so much of Gold Leader on Star Wars A New Hope. Battle of Yavin. Marked and locked in. Switch to targeting computer. Computer's locked. Getting a signal. The guns, they've stopped. Switch to your rear deflectors. Watch for enemy fighters. They're coming in. 1 marks and 2 tens. Stay on target. Stay on target. Drabble crash. Crouch. That's what that pilot's name is. Gold 5 to red leader. Lost Tyree. Lost touch. It came from behind. Oh. Like I said, the way they just go out and sacrifice themselves. Extra life rewarded.
Fucking head. Well done, kid. Rookie 1, 7597. This is as far as we go. A lone ship will have a better chance getting through the defense shield.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point after the mission. May the force be with you.
74%. Yeah, once again, not bad. Never tell me the odds, Han Solo. Gosh, man, those just keep going. It's like in the middle of battle, it's like you have more control over the turret than you do the ship. I tell you, the enemies sure like attacking you in this, no matter how easy or difficult you play it on.
Rookie 1, is that you?
Rumerline, I didn't expect to find the likes of you here. How'd you end up on Imdar?
After the Battle of Yavin, I was assigned here to monitor Imperial activity. I knew there was something fishy going on, but it was only recently that I got word of the Phantom Fighters. Now, I think I can get his transportation...
She looks way older than him.
But the landing platform's on the other side of this swamp. So we better hurry. The mansion will be here soon. We need to get up there before Vader can unleash those fighters.
No, age is just a number and all that. But if I didn't know any better, I'd think she was his tutor or something. I tried to shoot that other one, but it flew away. Red means stop! Hellboy.
We're almost there.
Red means stop! Red means stop! Sorry, forgive me for... I'm a little... passionate right now. If you want to put it that way. Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, and I actually got the first one on DVD, but I don't know if it's available anywhere for streaming. But I know the Golden Army was actually pretty cool, and even Nuada is a villain character who could have used his own spin-off, but it never happened. Lou Goss even played Steve Fox in a Tekken movie.
How long do you think before those guards come to?
They'll be out for at least a few hours. That's odd. These are the right coordinates. Where is it? Docking control. This is Supply Shuttle Epsilon 4. Request clearance to come aboard.
Transmit security code, Epsilon.
Transmitting.
Clearance granted, Epsilon. Approach 45 Hangar 3.
Copy that control. Epsilon out.
Cargo detail, Hangar Bay 3. Cargo detail, Hangar Bay 3.
Well, they didn't blow us away yet. That's a good sign.
Yeah, so far so good.
Yep, here we are, two rebel spies in the heart of an Imperial command ship, surrounded by the Emperor's proudest. Sounds good to me. Are you ready?
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
Shut up.
Hold it. You two. What are you doing here?
How many times have they even like repeated certain stuff? Like I have a bad feeling about this, and but I know there were like nods to the original trilogy, and they've been doing that for years. Well, you better hurry because I think they're about to be on to us. Crap. What? I have no idea what these idiots' problem. no way to restore health or nothing. Just one more hit and I'm dead. I don't think that's ever happened to me like in like years playing with where you're like Rue's partner. Oh shit. But then again, maybe it has. There's like some versions where Rue will like say, "Oh, kid," but I don't know. That's probably if you just get game over, I suppose. I guess people on the internet will just say just about anything these days, but it might just be the PC version.
The bridge is out. What do we do?
I don't know. Improvise.
Not a problem. Told ya. Coincidentally, I did another Hellboy nod. Oh man, but it's not over though. Oh man! Why is there someone that always brings thermal detonators to a speech? Although this ain't a speech, but yeah, like Batman Returns the Penguin. Danny DeVito. Why is there always someone that throws eggs and tomatoes at a speech? Or brings eggs and tomatoes to a speech? My name is not Oswald. It's Penguin. I am not a human being. I am an animal. Cold-blooded. Crate the AC. Give my list. Bring me the names.
There's no sign of them. They must have gone on to M level.
Lord Vader? Docking maneuver complete. Alpha control awaits you right now.
I see. And our unwelcome guests.
We've temporarily lost.
Put all decks on red alert. Double the search patrols. There'll be no one to stop us this time.
Yes,
You're so inept, I'm surprised you even gave you the rank of Admiral.
Turn on your night vision. And hurry. They won't be far behind. Watch your step. They're following us. Take the ones ahead. I'll cover the rear.
There any air freshener in those stormtrooper helmets, I wonder? gosh, there could be a million of you guys.
Good. Move on. Which way to the hangar?
This way, I think. No, wait. It's this way.
I have a bad feeling about this. I think I got him. That's one. Have to go around.
I copy. I'm right behind you.
Gotta admit, Rue, we make quite the team. Oh, man. Oh, I don't know why I didn't even go for it right then and there. I had a feeling that one would pop up first that time, though. Oh. Just when it was beginning to get too quiet.
We're underneath the service hangar. We need to get up above. There's a freight elevator on the left. We must be close. Head that way.
There's someone coming down.
Oh. Just when I was hoping they'd only be on the elevator, you know, you gotta like think. Pretty amazing at how heavily shielded this vicinity is. I'm shooting everywhere else. I almost am certain that I blasted a big hole in the floor even.
That's our way out of here. Let's go. I hope no one's expecting us up there.
Trooper,
Yes, sir.
be on the lookout for anything unusual.
Yes, sir. It's been all clear here. Nothing to report.
Good. Stay alert. Screw up one more time, I'll have you transferred to a refuse barge where you'll stay for the next 20 years.
Yes, sir. Not to worry. Absolutely nothing will go unnoticed on my ship.
Very well.
Has that ship even been serviced?
So far, so good. Can you fly this thing?
Think so. There. That ought to do it. Now, let's see what this baby can do.
Where's that one going? Haven't these ships already been serviced?
Look out.
10% accuracy, yeah. Oh gosh, I got an F that time. Oh man, really think you need torpedoes and are certain of it. Yeah, because I know this game could really use torpedoes. They just left it out for some reason. Boba Fett, where? I know what moment in the movies that the score took place in. It reminds me of it. I just can't help but quote it sometimes. Yeah, in the expanded universe canon, Boba Fett got out of the Sarlacc pit an entirely different way before Disney added the Book of Boba Fett, like where Boba Fett just gets himself out. In the expanded universe, it was Dengar that got him out, and he even became his best man at him and his girlfriend's wedding. The book's called Tales of the Bounty Hunters by Kevin J. Anderson. He's a pretty good Star Wars writer. He even did Tales of the Mos Eisley Cantina, which was also pretty cool. Thanks to that book, I understand and know more about Greedo. Even it's like he's such a complex character. If you read that book, at least in terms of legends, and he wanted to carry his father's legacy of being a bounty hunter and everything after he learned of him, what he did. But he was foolish, though. He lost his life at the hands of Han Solo, who in fact shot first. But all the other versions, they have it where he doesn't exactly shoot first or doesn't shoot first at all. Like he'll tilt his head and at the same time kind of firing off a shot like roughly maybe a fraction of a second after Greedo, or maybe even less than that, but just very extremely briefly afterwards, not maybe about right spot on at the same time. You see like both blasters deflecting in those special editions. Now don't worry, Chewie and me got into places more heavily equipped with firearm ships than this. I didn't know any other comeback. In a galaxy far, far away where there's endless war going on and stuff, I think I would actually be determined to work. The Emperor probably would have done that long ago to him. The Emperor is not as forgiving as I am, as Vader said to one of his other imp officers. Oh, man. I never really cared much for the ending or even the post-credit scene. But you would think even like when the one of the ghost ships, or like when they came by and then it like exploded, you think they could have made room for possibly one more of this series, but I guess they just didn't investigate due to the fact that they wanted to kind of work on other Star Wars video game projects, I think. I guess we never really knew what the outcome of Rookie One and Rue Moline consisted of.
What's gonna happen to our little ghost ship there?
You know, that kind of a little bit of a cliffhanger or something, if you ask me, somewhat. You know, they could have made maybe one more of these, but second place. I'm pretty sure I got way at the top last time, so I'm just gonna do that. I won't save. But yeah, about a week ago when I first downloaded this, I scored all the way to the top, and sadly I didn't beat that record this time. Alright. I can still play a game while my controller is charging.